Good afternoon, New England weather weenies. We have a lot to catch up on about what's been going on with the weather here in New England and what the forecast is. Let's just dive in. Who noticed the orangey red sun this morning? This is absolutely wildfire smoke in the atmosphere. Fire.airnow.gov gives you a great map showing you where all the wildfires are. Here's a clue, they're out west and in Canada. But unfortunately, the smoke is coming our direction. I wish I had better news about how long it's going to last. This is the next 48 hours. It's going to get a little bit worse before it gets better. Really going to be bad over parts of northern Maine, like by Rangeley up in the Whites up here, stuff like that. Looking pretty gnarly here come early Friday morning. But it is going to finally be pushing out, hopefully, on Saturday morning. As for today's weather, Thursday, August 15th, Storm Predickies has us in a little bit of a marginal area, which is the equivalent for as a like 1 out of 5 on the risk scale. And that's for this. These little storms are going to be passing through here later today. And that's because we have low pressure that's over here. Around low pressure, everything rotates counterclockwise. So these storms are going to be moving north to south today, which is a little bit unusual. Definitely looking for some isolated thunderstorms in these. Then they will finally move out. And then we're going to have the next batch of rain move in probably for Saturday. We'll cover Saturday in a little bit more detail in another video. Forecast discussion out of Gray, Maine, saying strong thunderstorms are expected this afternoon. So once again, it's that 1 out of 5, so not super concerned. Greatest set will be across most of New Hampshire and adjacent western Maine. They go on to say showers are going to be less widespread on Friday, sticking mainly to the mountains. This weekend, rain chances be more organized, possibly linger into early next week. But Hurricane Ernesto passes offshore later this week and Monday, bringing increasing swell, dangerous rip currents. We'll talk about that a little bit more. Not going to have a direct New England impact, though. So here's the forecast track for Ernesto. Here's where it is right now. It's going to go up. It's going to pass through Bermuda, possibly making its way up and glancing Newfoundland. Could potentially become a major hurricane before it hits Bermuda. They can handle it. They're fine. They're built for this kind of stuff so well. It's actually kind of ridiculous. So otherwise, Newfoundland's the only concern. Might get a glancing blow. So later on Tuesday, possibility for downpouring rain, heavy winds, strong like that, things like that. Forecast models all really agree on this track. Major hurricane is Cat 3 or greater, which is explained in my book, The Hurricane Story. If you open it up here and go to the back, we list all the categories and show a major hurricane is Cat 3, 4, or 5. New England impacts could be high rip currents, larger than normal swells. So just be aware if you're going to be going to the beach, to the ocean this weekend. Just know the ocean may be a little bit more rough than what you're accustomed to. And be safe. Rip currents are like, don't mess around with stuff. If you ever get in one, the key to safety is to swim perpendicular to the current. Don't try to swim like with it or against it. I digress. Looking at long term here for the GFS model, so we have this low that's rotating counterclockwise over here. We have this high pressure that's rotating clockwise here. This is why we're going to have some severe weather moving north to south here through eastern whatever. So as we progress here, we have a little bit of a low pressure system that's coming in for the weekend, early next week. After that moves out, though, we have high pressure coming back in again, rotating clockwise. And this is actually going to be cooling things down for a little while. And things have been cool here in New England recently. I mean, the beginning and middle part of the summer was hot and humid. Climate Prediction Center is indicating that this nice weather we've been having for a little while is here to stay. 6 to 10 day temperature outlook has most of the northeastern United States and especially around the Great Lakes below normal temperatures. This is valid for August 20th through 24th. And here's how the precipitation correlates to normal. The 8 to 14 outlook brings a little bit of warmth for really just like Maine and extreme northeastern United States, but still seeing some below average temperatures. And once again, here's the correlation for pre. Things could definitely warm up again for September again, so don't write off summer completely yet, but I'll tell you what, being a New Englander, this is a very welcome break from that heat and humidity that we had for a really long time. So that's it. That's the news for New England. If there's anything else you guys want to see or want to know about, go ahead and leave a message in the comments.